So me and Snake are now driving down to Sheffield for the Depot Youth Cup. Are you motivated to smash some climbs?
Yeah.
What else have you got to say?
I think I can do some of them, but I'm not sure if I can do all of them, but I'll try my best.
Having got to Yorkshire though the night before, we had a major drama. We had left Snake's climbing shoes back at our local climbing centre and it was now closed. Fortunately, Mid agreed to nip back, open up, pick up the shoes and salvage the day. Oh, it's about, let's see what time it is. 11:30 at night. And I now am in possession of Snake's Scarpa Dragos. Wow, so I've driven about 80 miles to come and pick these up from Mid. Arriving at Depot was pretty exciting. It's Snake's first ever competition and it was packed with some of the best kids in the country. And technically Snake's not old enough to compete fully yet, so we were here on invite and we were ready to go and do battle. Now the format of the Depot Cup is a bouldering competition. They had a qualifying round and a final even for Snake's age range. The qualifying round had 10 boulder problems with maximum points awarded for topping the boulder and flashing it, and obviously zone points available on each one if you could hit the zone tag with the little orange tag there you can see on this problem, and if you accumulated enough points you would make the final. Now we don't expect to make the final, but we just wanted to come along, participate, get some competition experience and enjoy climbing the boulder problems, and Snake really enjoyed all of these 10 problems. They were fantastic. She flashed around half of them, but there were 2 or 3 that she definitely just couldn't work out at all. But the quality of the setting was superb and we just had a lot of fun during the qualification round. We've switched to mobile phone cam for some bonus footage. This is one of those problems that Snake didn't get that I thought she would easily get. It was totally her style. She did all of the hard work to climb through the problem, actually get the zone points and pass the zone, but then just couldn't top it. And she tried a few times but still didn't manage it, and that was the first indication maybe that she was a little bit nervous at her first competition and she might not do as well as I'd hoped. Especially when I know how determined she usually is. And as you can see, there was a lot of hard boulder problems, there was a lot of really good competitors across all age ranges, and I knew it was going to be really hard to try and get into the final. Although, as usual, Snake was more interested in carbohydrate loading, so decided to eat a croissant, still wasn't happy, and went and came back with a pizza, which was really nice by the way. Thank you very much, Depot. Extra carbs, extra glycogen, I guess. So we've finished the qualification rounds now, and we are waiting for the results to see whether or not we made the final. I don't think we will have done because there's some really good competitors here. Snake's first contest, but she's done amazingly well. We're going to find out in about 10 minutes time, and then from there's going to be the final on the part of the other competition, from what I understand, and if so, I'm just really looking forward to watching that and seeing who's done really well and watching how well the kids climbed at the end. But of course, in other news, Snake still thought that we were filming a Beard Meats food episode, but we quickly realised that they were announcing finalists. We've made the final. And amazingly, Snake had done enough to qualify for the final.
We have Oliver Voter.
Snake, you've made the final, let's get the shoes off. Go.
Stop.
And whilst they announced the rest of the finalists, we realised we'd better get a move on, get some shoes on and get ready to go. And the next step was to figure out the rules and get up to speed with the format of the final, and obviously get warmed up and ready to go.
You're watching? Awesome. So, how this is going to work is we're not having a separate isolation. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be sat on the mats facing me. And how it's going to work is you're going to go out one at a time. I'm going to tell you when to go, and you'll climb boulder 1. And then you'll have 4 minutes to climb that boulder. Okay, there's going to be a judge there who's making sure I'll answer questions at the end. So there's a judge who's going to be scoring you on where you get on that boulder. It's the same as the problems you've done today, where to finish the boulder you need to match at the end, and to start you've got 4 points of contact drawn on the wall. Okay? That bit, does that make sense to everyone? Okay, with the isolation, you're all going to be sat in a nice big long line for me. So I'm going to have all of you in a big line, and what I need you to do is come back here 5 minutes before we start so that I can get you in that big long line and we can make sure that you all go at the right time.
Now, isolation at the Depot Cup meant all of the finalists facing away from the wall so that you still couldn't see the boulder problems. And there were 4 boulder problems to complete in the final with 4 minutes on each one. And I knew straight away when I saw the boulder problems that we were going to have some issues, because these are very much not the type of boulder problem that Snake usually climbs. But I knew she would go and give it a best shot, so it was time to get stuck into these and try and figure them out. I could see straight away she was really nervous. First competition and making the final was always going to be that way. 4 minutes per boulder to try and get these done. 4 problems, 4 minutes rest between each one. But despite the nerves and the fear of bouldering, I knew that she would be ready to try and give it a go. And it was Snake's turn. Snake's up now. Come on, Snake. Come on, Snake. Come on. Come on, Snake. Come on, Snake. Come on, Snake. Go on. Go on, Snake. Come on. And problem 1 was an easy one that she really should fly straight up, but I could see that fear of falling again just causing so many problems. She could easily reach these holds, easily top this out, and again she was just so nervous to go for it. And I was shouting encouragement from the crowd, but I knew that that anxiety of just falling off from the top of the wall was definitely going to cause a problem for her, even on this boulder problem. And she should really flash this, but you can see there's a lot of nerves here. Come on, Snake! Come on, Snake, go for it! Go on, come on! Go! Oh, come on, Snake! Snake, come on! She'd already hit the zone marker but was going back up for another go, but there was only 28 seconds left. Come on, go for it! Last chance! And with 19 seconds to go, she was back in the zone and looking to make one final attempt. Come on, Snake, go for it! Come on! 8 seconds, come on! Come on! Go! Go! Come on! Well done, Snake! Well done! Snake's now on to problem number 2. I knew boulder 2 was going to be a major problem. We just don't train on these sort of blocks. Our local centres just don't have them. And this looked really body position orientated, which is something that we already know we need to put some work into. But you know something, she was still game for it and still trying to do her best. Kept going back and trying to get the zone points on this one. And unfortunately I'm going to have to skip the orange problem in the background, which was problem number 3, because I had to go and change a camera battery, and by the time I got back it was time to start the next one. So Snake's about to start again on, I think, probably the last problem. She really struggled with some of these because we just don't really climb these type of problems at all. She's very crimpy, very pinchy, very rope oriented. We've got a lot of work to do to try and get her more practice on these. She's on, I'm going to turn the camera around. And this was the final problem, and I actually fancied Snake to do reasonably okay on this one. I was confident she'd get the zone points and thought she had a good chance of topping it. So she made the zone marker. Come on, Snake! Come on! But that fall anxiety kicked in and she decided to bail. Come on, you can do it! And as you might be able to tell, I was a bit enthusiastic in the background. And I was impressed that she was remembering to rest between each attempt. Maximum effort, come on! There really wasn't a lot of time left now. Get your feet, come on! And I was trying to encourage you to push hard. Come on, push! Come on! Come on! Push! Come on, Snake! Go on, push! Hard lines. No, that's... And we just about ran out of time on the final boulder problem. She was still going for it, getting the zone points, but couldn't complete this one, couldn't top it. And yes, it was been an amazing introduction to competition climbing. We knew we'd not done enough to win, but we just had such a fantastic time here at the depot. And even though we didn't win, we had an amazing time. We'd like to say congratulations to all of the winners of all of the individual categories. You all did amazingly well. The climbing was absolutely top notch. We will be back next year to do more comps. It's been emotional. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment below just for the love of the algorithm, and we will see you in the next one. We've got more climbing content coming shortly.